Yo, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video around the channel. Today we are around Zandvoort for round 9 of RRL, and we have an interesting one today. This is Noel's best track, and a track I'm not too great at, but if I put the pace together, I can definitely do pretty well. As we're going on our first lap here, even though it says we're improving around Zandvoort, they give you so much fuel that you just ideally want to do 2 out laps and then your push lap, and then you go in for new tires. Because they give you, I think, like 3 point something or 2 point something worth of fuel. And it's just too much for your car to even set a decent lap, whereas you can save your tires on both laps and have minimum fuel, which is around 1.5, and get around the track a lot quicker on maybe just 1% wear.
Oh my god, I almost hit a
As
fucking
here we go
wall.
up to the line, it's gonna be a 109.8.
I'm P2. I'm literally under a tenth behind Cohen. Oh, that's...
What did you say?
Now, here we go. About to start our
that
second
just
lap. Looking for a potential tow from Frosty's once he finishes his lap.
Saw my tire
Ideally, it's not going to line up. We timed it wrong. I was hoping to get a tow on the main straight, but here we go. Out and around in the first sector. Losing a bit of time. We didn't take it the way we took it last time. But we got a better exit, so we are not really gaining anything, but not really losing anything. As Nicodia's in our way, gets out of the way nice and easily. We're up 2.5 tenths. Just pushing 3, but losing a little bit because I came off the throttle a little too early. That previous corner right there was a big problem for me in quali earlier, just practicing. But getting to hit it a little bit better time after time, is now we go 2.5 tenths up, just about 3, but we actually go deep down through the start of the third sector.
Where you at, man?
And we were supposed to, if we hit that right, maybe around 3.5 tenths up, but now only 2.5 tenths up.
I asked for help, this guy disappears.
And there's the comm from me to Frisky saying, where are you? And we said a 109.583. And not really going to be enough. So here we go, a minute left. Going pretty early, actually, because I came out early to burn fuel on my outlap. And we gained time in turn 1, pretty fair amount, about half a tenth. To 6 tenths. Now coming out and around through here, we have a Red Bull ahead of us. I think of Mini Rennie. He might be on a lap. I'm not too sure. It might also be Chungus. It's one of the two. It's got to be one of the two. I mean, the only Red Bull driver. As we're losing time through this first sector now, or sorry, through the second sector, and starting to struggle, gaining a bit of time there on the corner that I just despise. That's my least favorite corner on the entire track. Now up 2 tenths, and we need to find time and take this next corner properly, because that's where we went deep and lost time. We broke early, and we gained about a solid 3 tenths, 2.5 tenths. So far so good. Now coming through this final corner, downshifting to 5th gear, not braking, on the battery, on the throttle, DRS enabled, and it's gonna be
109.297, bro. Man, fuck you, man.
I got stuck on the wall.
Chungus hit a 1.
But now, after quali ends, AVJ sneaks his way into the top 4. I wanted to go mediums, but I forgot to change my strategy as 5 red lights, and away we go. And it's a great start, but we're not going to get ahead of Noel. We're going to get boxed out by Chungus. Look towards the outside as Nicodia has a flying start, and he just pushes me off the track.
Nicodia.
And I'm going to lose that place and potentially to AVJ. And they almost go through right up ahead. I have to leave the space for AVJ as Nicodia brake checks me, goes outside.
There's a lot of damage and carnage.
Chungus having a mess. Nicodia is now off the track.
I'm out of the race. Nicodia put me in the wall.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
As I'm obviously not going to be too happy with this. Here's Nicodia's POV, which is a little bit confusing. He starts turning right, and then he goes in the grass, and then cuts in front of me and goes left. And overall, not too happy. Now, in the Discord, it was a little confusing, because at the time, I didn't really care if I raced or not. I didn't care if I rejoined. I DNF'd. It's what happened. But everybody, at least a good 65 to 75% have voted me to race again. They did a poll. They told me to race. They told me to start from the back. Here's another thing. I started on just the default setup for Zandvoort. So base setup for Zandvoort. So I had to figure out what I was doing with that, what I wanted to change my wings to, and I started from the back. And Noel, my championship rival, is starting from first, but he has petitioned over and over that if I race, he will not race. But we aren't too sure about how that's going to go out. As Zandvoort overall isn't a great track, and if he wins it, he gaps me by a decency of points, in which he 100% can and will win this race if he races. But it's not my choice. They voted me to race. I said I don't care if I race. I don't care if I sit around and just watch. But I had to host the lobby anyways. But we have to see what happens. We're starting from 17. It's not going to be easy. And
Endzone, can you...
we just got to see how everything transpires and what happens.
My on words.
So
I can't
now
see the lights.
here we go.
Great.
After a lot of commotion and a lot of talking between
Noel's gone.
Discord, it's 5 red lights and away we go. And Noel has already left
I'm
the
just going
session.
to invite him then, because...
And out of pure respect, I'm just going to
Okay,
invite him
thanks,
because
bro.
it's our title we're fighting against.
He got offline.
And he's just completely offline. So not too sure what's happened here.
Is
And
he seriously not racing?
we're immediately going to be ahead of Miyuki. Not too sure how. My AI was just ghosting me. And there he is. There's Noel's ghost. And it's kind of confusing, actually.
Endzone, can you check if Noel's seriously not racing?
I don't think he is.
Nicodio's in the gravel. You're telling... Bro.
And just best to keep my mouth shut about what I want to say and how I'm going to say things, as Jotty's gone off and bottomed out his car on the gravel. And we're looking for a move on Fred
Wait,
here.
Thomas just took me out.
Fred just turns in
Who's
on me.
Fred?
As he was going wide, and then cuts in across me.
Game
so
crash, he has no
We're
setup?
gonna restart.
Okay, well... Why'd your boy Fred just take me out?
And a little bit of confusion here as Fred just cuts across me, and we're gonna look
What's
for
Fred
a
doing
move
here?
on him now.
Endzone. He's lagging. Tell him to just let me go. Or give me wing damage. Mate.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
What is
Okay,
Fred doing,
DRS is
Endzone?
now available.
Yeah, he just brake checked me, mate. Oh, man.
And so now this challenge from going last to potentially first, one is going to be a little bit easier because Noel's
Alright,
not
just
here
go
right
for a
now.
safety car then.
But then it gets a lot harder because we also have wing
I'm
damage.
hitting onto softs because...
And it's just going to be really bad.
Wing
So
damage.
we're now eventually going to pit it
And
off.
I got a 10-second because I forgot it's fucking 60 kph. Whatever. Race is fucking gone.
So now about 3 laps later, we caught up to the back of Jotty. Jotty actually pitted and went onto these hard tires. I think he got wing damage pretty early on. And we went to softs, he went to hards. So 2 completely different strategies here. And I went on softs to try and catch
I'm
up
in a
and see what I
cuck
can
sandwich.
do. And
I
I'm
have Burl in front of me and
at
ABJ
the
behind me.
same time trying to coach Frosties into
Just when you can, get out of him.
this race and this race lead. As here we go on
Keep pushing,
Frosties
keep
getting
gaining,
ahead.
far ahead.
But we still have this 10 seconds, so it's not going to be too great. And we're on track for a 2 stop.
6.5
in which
ahead of me, but I have 10 seconds.
It's what another thing they wanted to vote for and making me do. But Burrow leading this race, Frosty's P2, ABJ P3, and then Cohen P4, followed by Chungus and Rassam. So a bunch of notable names in there who are really in there that haven't gotten a win this season yet. And I'm sure a bunch of them want to. And Zandvoort right now is looking like a place for these drivers to
I'm slowly
potentially
getting used
crown
to
a
the
new
setup.
race winner. It's atrocious, but... So now, I'm not gonna lie, nothing's happened. Everybody is starting to pit off their
Everybody's so
first
spread
set.
out. I don't think there's gonna be a safety car.
And we're talking about a
pitting.
safety car. We're hoping, or
I'll be
actually, I'm kind of hoping
16th.
a safety car happens. As we pit now, we're going to get this 10-second off, and I'm being very cautious coming to the pits now. I'm taking the breaker board out too, because why not?
And I took the breaker board out.
And Jody gets ahead of me, so we're coming off these softs, and we're gonna go into hards and try to go to the end, see if we can make any places up. But now, as we come out of the pits,
in the points.
as you can see up ahead, the gap to Nicodia is
His car went back out on the
25
track.
in just about a half seconds.
That's normal. It's not
Almost
going to get in your way,
26
though.
seconds. So we're
Is that a
really
lap
far
to
out of it. The
McLaren?
only person we'll get is
Yes, sir.
Null.
Free DRS.
And Frosty's is now
Okay.
leading this race ahead of Cohen. And then it's actually the RB of ZLM and Stiggy. So right now we got a lot of work to do. We already cut down a
You know how long
second up
pits
in
up is here?
Nicodia. But looking just to coach Frosty's through these laps. And
I
then
don't remember. It's going to be around
try
20,
and
though.
make up some sort of time and some sort of pace. But as you can see,
Why?
we're
How far is
half
the
a lap
gap?
behind Nicodia right now. Maybe
18.
a little
I
bit
think
less,
it's
but
more
it's
than that.
very hard at this time. So now, about 12 laps
All the
later,
medium runners are starting to struggle heavy.
nothing's really happened. We're still with Jody, so it's just me and Jody all the way to the end. And it's pretty far gone. We're catching up, but we're not catching up enough. We're only P12, so we're only getting one point.
I guess Miyuki? I don't know if it was Miyuki.
Yeah, it was. It was Miyuki.
Is Miyuki in your train or in the second train?
Migi's lapped, so I mean, he's the one all the way in the back.
Is she behind Rasam or behind the V-carb?
I don't know. That's V-carb.
Okay.
Oh, wide, bro. Fuck.
Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed.
Do I
Watch
do
the
it?
delta.
Do I pit?
You have
Keep
to.
it positive as we catch the
Do I
pack.
go softs? Surely, right?
If you have them.
So now here we go. Frosty's is dropped back from P1
wow.
as Rasam's actually
This is
stayed
a
out.
crazy restart, Rasam.
And Rasam stayed out on old tires, and Frisky's pitted to change his wing. He only lost about 2 or 3 places.
Who pit?
And we're
Oh, McLaren
P11.
pit.
And the McLaren of Miyuki pits.
Make use of the overtake
And
button.
we're going just 2 laps later,
Green
starting our race, and we're getting past Noel. He's actually lapped. So that doesn't really hurt us. It only hurts the
Burl
guys
just
ahead.
hit me off the track. Thanks.
And
Yes, like,
Frosty's
what are we fucking
getting
doing?
trouble with Burl once again, as Burl has been trouble with him all day. There goes Stiggy, so we get a free pass on him. Not too sure what happened, but here we go. Looking to make moves early here, because we need to make moves in order to gain places and potentially
Where you
win
at
the
now?
drivers today. We need to
6.
be P8 with fastest lap, or I think it's P9 with fastest lap, just to be P8 in general
This
to
is
win
so
this.
sketch,
So we need 2 places to securely win this if somebody steals the
That's it,
fastest lap,
Burl, please
which
pay
is
fucking
very
attention.
possible
Rasam's in the wall.
with the fact that everybody is on soft tires, and Rasam causes
I'm curious on who
virtual
pits under this.
safety car
I'm so curious.
because he hit the wall. Not too sure actually what happened or how it's happened, but it's a virtual safety car.
Cohen's first.
And it goes to a
Safety
full.
No!
Guys, everybody pit. This is going to be a one-lap safety car. Don't pit.
And the safety car actually 2 laps later is
If I win it,
finally
I'll
going
celebrate
in.
it, but it's not going to be the best celebration because it's not the way you want to win it. It is scummy, yes, but
Yep, and as you hear me say, if I win the drivers today, I don't want to celebrate it because it wasn't a real win, because after this race we figured out that
Not
Noel
man.
didn't even race. He turned his computer off and just didn't race. So a little confusing on why he's given me the chance to win it for free. As Johnny looks for a move, we're going to close the door and look to stay ahead of him. If he stays behind, he might be able to just follow us through. But as you can
Holy
see,
clump,
ahead,
Clones
it's
actually won it.
3 wide, and Cohen's pulled ahead. ABJ P2. So, in the
wow.
likes of
Wow.
my DRZ teammate winning a race, Mini Rennie off the track, nearly hitting Friskies, but Friskies moves up for free.
just keep your head.
There's Chungus Spud. What the f is happening?
And there goes Chungus off the track. Not
keep
too
your head,
sure
you'll
on
climb.
how he slid like that, but free places all around, and we are now in
One lap
the
after
chance and in the position to win this Drivers' Championship if we stay in this position where we are right now. With just 1 lap to go, our only threat, Giotti. And if you take a glance ahead, actually, Noel and ABJ are fighting, and ABJ's close. But as you watch here just now, ABJ bottoms out and hits the wall and gets red wing damage as we go for a move on Mini Rennie, and he pushes me lower on the track.
What is happening?
And I couldn't go anywhere. I was on the grass, and he's just hit me,
Sorry,
and my
Rennie.
car
But what
just
in the
completely
fuck was that?
completely reacted, and hit him off the track. As now
I'm as
up
low
to
as I can
P7.
go. I can't give room there.
Not very happy with it. We look to send Lil Plays on a fake dive bomb, and he protects it well. Looking to stick with him, looking to stay with him, maybe looking for a move here. But Lil Plays having probably more battery than me. There's a gap between Friskies and Lil Plays now, about 1.2. As ABJ's starting to fall. He's starting to lose places here. He lost one to Burl, and he lost one to ZLM.
ABJ's
and
off?
There's ABJ off the track completely. We're in P6. There is no way we could potentially lose this Drivers' Championship now unless we somehow absolutely bottle it, like ABJ or Chungus
I think we might
just
win the
did.
constructors too off of this, you know.
And thinking about the constructors, but it's a little bit too far out of
Anton,
reach.
check the constructors.
Depending on where we are right now, Frosties would probably would have
fastest lap.
needed to win it. As we come around the
Come on,
final
get on the
corner,
podium.
Frosties looking to push Burl,
He doesn't
looking to
have
get ahead
DRS.
of Burl.
Get him! Get him! Nah,
And-
Cohen
Matter,
got
You're
it.
gonna get a penalty.
Cohen taking fastest lap. ZLM coming
Whatever. I'm
P2.
fucking mad. I should have
And
been
Burrow
first.
P3, Frosty's P4, Lil Plays P5, and we've won the
Hold on.
championship.
Fuck, man.
And so we've won the championship. We're ahead of Noel by 31 points, I think it is. So he can't physically win it. And we won, or we're not winning the drive. Well, we are winning the drivers, but we're not ahead and have solidified it yet. So we have to look to Singapore. But after the race, I really didn't celebrate. I mean, it didn't really feel like a driver's win because Noel, like said, he didn't race. He purposely didn't race because they voted me in to race. And it's a little confusing because he just kind of gave away this driver's championship for free to me. So it's a little bit confusing on that aspect. So I didn't really celebrate it. And it's come down to the point where I'm like, okay, we'll look forward to Singapore. And if I win Singapore, I'll celebrate it then. If I lose to Noel, it's a different story. So as of right now, no celebrating matter in either the drivers or the constructors right now for us. So we have to look forward to next week. I'm going to prove my point next week on why I should win this drivers championship and why Singapore didn't, or Zandvoort didn't matter, sorry. And we'll just look forward to proving everybody wrong next week. So besides that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you around Singapore. See ya.